Hi everyone, this is Shane from AV8 Audio. I've got an interesting multiverse demo. This is Multiverse Synths. Right now we're taking a look at the first synth for multiverse pedals. It's called the MicroDexed. Synths for multiverse work similar to other audio effects. I have my rig here in the designer, and you can see I have the MicroDexed is the first in my board, and then we've got some effects connected to it, and then the output. Now there's no input because the MicroDexed is my sound source. This particular synth is an FM synth with just a large selection of voices, so you can go through the different categories, pick different instruments, and there's 300 different sounds to choose from on this MicroDexed effect. I've got my sound selection assigned to the A knob, so I can go through. There's an organ. I can just switch to the string category. This is the category selection. So with this knob, I get to just set up a bunch of different sounds, and then I can cycle through them. Now I've also got the effects, so I can punch those in. That's the tremolo. Here's some delay. Nice. I could turn those off. What's nice is everything's MIDI assignable, so depending on the MIDI controller that you pair with Multiverse, you can really make it your own. I'm cycling through some different synth presets that we have here. This one's a space string. Using, again, a set of Multiverse effects. Here's a new synth effect, the Meme-O-Tron. And this is a sampler, similar to a sampler. There's actually some selectable packs that go with this effect. Let's get just a quick demo of the sound. So this Meme-O-Tron, I'll zoom out on the board so we can see the pack. Here's the data pack that's being used. It's the flute pack. So this is the one that's, so we're running the meme flute currently. With that, I've also got the tremolo. Turn it off and we'll just hear the flute by itself. Very nostalgic. Each one of these is a full-length flute sample. It's 8 seconds long, so once you hold it out for 8 seconds, the flute goes away. Or that's the case for pretty much all of the sounds. You can select through. Now the meme flute will play whichever data packs you have added to your board, and that's a new category, so you can go through the list of data packs that are available on our website. But here's a look at the data packs that are available in the effects library. And then when you go to the Meme-O-Tron effect, you get the list of different data packs to select. So I'm just running it as a flute, so I only have the flute data pack on my board. And the reason for having the data packs is because these are effectively like sample packs, and they are large. So they are separated out into individual data packs. So you can add the ones that you need to your board and choose how much space you want to dedicate to your Meme-O-Tron. I've got the tremolo, which is a nice addition for classic sounds, just to give the little dynamic wave modulation. Let's check out another preset. Got the classic piano. That's going to be the third new synth that is now available on Multiverse. This is the MDA Piano, based on the famous MDA plugin. And this is really just clean, nice sounding classic piano. And this is, if you're not familiar with the MDA Electric Piano plugin, it's sort of a legendary VST that was developed by an independent developer, which then became open source. And this is the Multiverse version. Now this MDA E-piano has 5 selectable voices. Was almost like a little bit distorted, a little bit hotter sounding. Turn the tremolo off here. Some of these have their own tremolo sound, huh? Now that's the 5 different selectable sounds. However, you can go into manual mode, and then by checking out the full list of effects in this synth, you can actually design the sound with a lot more detail. You got things like tremolo and it's actually stereo panning. Envelope controls, different LFOs, detune. The new Multiverse synths are exciting because it opens up a whole new way to use the pedal. You can integrate these synths into your rig as a dedicated synth, or you can use them alongside your instrument that you're plugging into the Multiverse input. You're able to use a synth and an audio source added into your pedal board with all the Multiverse effects and turn it into whatever sort of rig you need. The way we do this is with the dedicated MIDI port on the side of the pedal. You plug in, it's an 1/8 inch MIDI, and you can select whichever MIDI controller you want to pair with it. In this case, I'm using a small keyboard to be able to play through the keyboard sounds, but things like sequencers, arpeggiators are all compatible. What's more, you have advanced MIDI settings in Designer, and with these MIDI settings, you're able to map any controls for your effects and your synth controls, as well as the routing for your MIDI notes. There's 16 note polyphony, which is configurable, but by default, it's 16 notes. And if your controller has peripheral knobs like this one, you can actually assign those to. So some controls can be mapped directly to your MIDI controller. In this case, we can select the different categories. I can navigate through all the different sounds by using the different selector knobs. Multiverse MIDI also supports patch changes, so if you set up your microcontroller to send patch changes, you can use that to switch presets in Multiverse. So I've actually got the presets that I've been demonstrating mapped to these buttons as well, which is really convenient because I can just switch through my different sounds by pressing the keyboard. I can also do it with the Multiverse menu navigation or the patch change on the stomp switches. But if you have a patch changer on your MIDI controller, it could be nice for activating the sounds that you want and changing presets from your MIDI controller as opposed to on the Multiverse device. The Multiverse will just accept your patch change and navigate to the preset that you selected. So this one's preset 0, and then this one's preset 1. Then this pad, goes to the next preset. Multiverse synths are part of the latest software release. It's now available on av8audio.com. You can update to Multiverse Designer 1.6.0 and download the free Multiverse synths from our audio effects store.